Hey, 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 everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher, coming to you with this breaking news. Happy Easter to everyone. Happy Resurrection Sunday. He has risen. He's no longer sleeping. He's not dead. Um, I just got through spending some time in my best friend's fiance's family for family dinner. Uh, this afternoon. The kids they gave them a little Easter egg hunt too. Um, um, very delicious meal, very good dessert. And I brought a dessert this time, and everybody liked it. So I made some banana pudding. So I've been trying to make that. Everyone, and I think this is my third time. Yeah, my third time making it, and every time I make it, it's people like it. So, but as I was going to get some gas and almost way home, I get notifications from the Independent. I also put the articles that I'm referencing in the chat. Boy, you know I'm online. You do this all the time. That's your favorite dog. Okay. So this is from the Independent. And I'm going to put the article in the chat. And they said that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth basically had a second signal chat. And this time, this one included his wife, who is a actually Fox News producer. It included his brother, Phil Hegseth, who also works for the DOD, Department of Defense, and Pete Hegseth's lawyer. Okay. And this is all happening after this past week, three men, top Department of Defense aides were like literally fired. They were literally told to pack up their stuff in a box and they were escorted out. Then all of a sudden, rumors and things were spread about them, like, oh, they were part of a leak. Oh, this may have nothing to do with the investigation. So here's the first article for y'all. And then this is the second article that shows the three people who, when I saw that on the first day, they said it was one person. I think they said it one person. And a couple hours later, it was like, oh, a second person has been fired. And then it was like a third person. I said, wait a minute now. All these people were the top aides to Pete Hegseth. And I'm like, why is Pete Hegseth not fired? Like what's going on? So let's go back a little bit, just a refresher from about probably 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago. I did this live, and these four men were in a group chat, the first Signal group chat, which Signal is not an authorized government app for them to use. Okay. And the man on the far right, Mike Waltz, was the national security advisor. And ironically, maybe not ironically, three national security aides from his office were fired based on Laura Loomer, and they were let go. But Mike Waltz still got his job, as far as I know. Yeah. So I'm like, why is everybody who's not in the group chat fired? They still got their jobs. Okay. So he accidentally, the guy on the far right, Mark Waltz, accidentally added Jeffrey Goldberg, who was the editor-in-chief of the Atlantic. The Atlantic. It's like a periodical newspaper. And they had all kind of different excuses. And these are the people that were in that said group chat. Now, three of them, Tulsi Gabbard, I believe it was someone else. Was it Steve Witkoff? And then there's another guy. the director of the CIA, no, the director of the FBI, they all were called before Congress in the Senate, not the Senate, in the House, and asked about this group chat. Which I was trying to figure out was the main people talking that was in this group chat. They were never called up. They were obviously, very much good at following orders from the president, sounding just like him. Vance went to Greenland. Pete was off going somewhere and bringing his wife along like he usually does. Um, and I think Mike was probably hitting the different Fox News and all them. So, but it seemed like that they were. Marco Rubio was on assignment too. He was trying to get college students. A lot of them arrested and everything. So, but I wanted to let you know, like from the beginning, where this all started. And let me also put the video that I did about this. This is my video that I did last time, where I kind of like broke it down, and we actually looked at who was in that group chat. And I'm telling you right now, the people who were brought before the House, I forgot what House committee it was. I think there was also a Senate committee as well. No, I think it was the House Foreign Languages, no, Foreign Affairs. And I think the Senate Intelligence Committee, because the Senate Intelligence Committee, they really concerned about this group chat. And they were the ones that actually called for an investigation, because it was one Democrat and one Republican. And I think they've been there a very long time. And they called for an investigation by the Inspector General. So I'm thinking this is why now, the three men that were the top aides, they got fired or let go, because I think they've been investigating this. And this is what I think. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think about this. Please grab that link. I also have all of the link, this video, and the two articles in the chat as well. I think in the investigation, by the way, this is, just to let you know, this is Pete Hegseth's wife. A lot of different YouTubers, commentarians have noticed. I want to say it was Midas Touch, maybe Brian Tyler Cohen, and I'm trying to think if it was somebody else. Was it Hawks Podcast? Maybe. I don't know. I'm getting them mixed up. That his wife was with him at a lot of these different events that he had to go to. Like, so I think he had a meeting with members of the European Union a few months ago. He went to, I believe, Panama last month, and he went somewhere else, and his wife was in the room. And this is the thing. His wife does not work for the government. She does not have security clearance. Even when President Trump's kids were like his daughter and his son and his son-in-law, and they were like in these meetings with him, and they had to get background checks in his first term. Now his son-in-law didn't pass the first one, but he passed the second one. But they had to get security clearance to be in those meetings, even though I didn't think they should be in those meetings. But it's like he's taking his wife along like it's a vacation, like it's a honeymoon. Like, ma'am, you're not even supposed to be here. And I'm just like, what the heck is Pete doing? And then now I'm hearing like, oh, you added not, and this is, y'all need to understand, this second signal chat, this is not like, oh, he created a signal chat weeks later after the first one. No, he had the first signal chat that Mike created, right? But Pete had his own fucking signal chat that had his wife, Jennifer, who's a Fox News producer. That's actually how they met. Because Pete Hegseth was in the military, but he also was a Fox News co-host. Okay, that's how him and his wife met on the job. His brother was in this group chat, Phil. Pete Hegseth's lawyer was in the group chat. And according to some insiders, the Independent, they said they, I guess they got their whistleblowers, but the DOD and DHS, they keep wanting to say, the secretaries, they want to say, oh, these are leaks. I'm thinking these whistleblowers. They seeing y'all do some stuff y'all not supposed to do. And I think the 3 that got fired this week, and I think the other 3 from the NSA that got fired the week before, I think these people were not people that were going to fall on the sword for them or take the blame. They were not going along with the program. They had some integrity, honesty, and I think they wasn't for the be with the BS. And I think they got fired for not being loyal or going along with them, and now they're being their character is being their name is being smeared. So the other 3, from the NSA, the National Security Advice Agency, they didn't really say or do anything when they left or they got fired. But these 3, oh no, baby, they said, you ain't gonna come out here and talk about me like this. And look at what the name of their chat was: Defense Team Huddle. Why you? The 3 men, I'm gonna show you their picture. They said they told him, hey, you should not be using one, they told him you should not be using your personal phone. You should be using your government phone. 2, you should not be sharing any information in a single chat group at all. So these are the 3, Dan Caldwell on the left, far left, Darren Selnick in the middle, and Colin Carroll on the right. Okay. They got fired, let go, quote unquote, placed on leave. Okay. And they have also issued a statement. 2 of them did from, I believe it's Dan Caldwell's Twitter. Let me go get it. Okay. And I'll see if go get his Twitter later and put it in the chat and also put it in my description. So this is Dan Caldwell, one of the 3 that was fired. And so it says it's a joint statement from Dan Caldwell, Colin Carroll, and Darren Selnick. We are incredibly disappointed by the manner in which our service at the Department of Defense ended. Unnamed Pentagon officials have slandered our character with basic attacks on our way out the door. Okay. They told him not to use the group chat. I'm going to put it in here again for y'all who coming in later. This is my previous video over the Signal Gate or Signal Chat scam, the first one. And here are the 2 articles that basically said, hey, he got a second one with his wife, his brother, and his lawyer. What your lawyer need to be in there for? What the hell? And they said when he posted what he posted in the first Signal group chat, which he said, oh, war plans were never shared. He posted them same damn plans, basically copy and paste into the second group chat. So not only did you do something you weren't supposed to do the first time, you did it twice. So this is the first one. Okay. All right. This is Hegseth. And then this is hold on. I think I put it in there twice. I want to post it too. Oh no, this is the second one. This is where I got the tweet from. Okay. And let me go and read the rest of the tweet for y'all. And I'm really proud of these men, and it takes a lot because I think for this administration, they're always trying to squash dissent. and they're coming off, like the bullies, and they want everyone to do that. Okay, let me go to X, formerly known as Twitter, and I just started following him too. But Lord, protect these whistleblowers, these people who are not standing by and just doing all whatever these people want them to do. Okay. Okay. Let me go to his statement. Okay. See where I left off at. Okay, he said, on the way out the door, all three of us served our country honorably in uniform. For two of us, this included deployments to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And based on our collective service, we understand the importance of information security and worked every day to protect it. At this time, we still have not been told what exactly we were investigated for. If there is still an active investigation, or if there was even a real investigation of leaks to begin with. Ooh, sounds like they didn't have due process. While this experience has been uncomfortable, we remain supportive of the Trump-Vance administration's mission to make the Pentagon great again and achieve peace through strength. That's what Pete Hegseth keeps saying, peace through strength. We hope in the future to support those efforts in different capacities. Yeah. Yeah. I think they got blamed. I think they're the fall guys. Um, they probably had a meeting without these three, and they were like, hey, who can we over here throw up under the bus? We got three people we can blame the signal chat on. Uh who can we blame it on? And I think they did these three. And I want to say I saw something that just reminded me. um I want to say that one of these men was supposed to be the point of contact for Pete Hegseth. I want to say, because I believe in the previous video I did, let me go. If I can find it, I will. If not, I'll put it on my community tab. Because at the beginning of that chain text exchange, they said, "Hey, who's gonna be your point of contact?" I guess if they need to get some information to you and they can't get to all of them. And I want to say, was it Caldwell? But that is messed up, though. You getting fired, and now you don't even you're not even told. You're just like, is it an investigation? Let me see. Signal chat. It says Pentagon Watchdog Group is probing defense and his app use. Yeah. So they were classified. Yeah, it's the Pentagon Inspector General is the one that's investigating this. With wife and brother and everybody's on it. And I need to put the Atlantic in here because the Atlantic does have. I was supposed to do a whole nother live. I just realized just on the text on just on the text messages. Cause matter of fact, let me go to the text message. I could tell you who he made the point of contact for. I want to say it was Dan. So since Dan was supposed to be his point of contact in the department, I want to say he was his top aide. Um, um, okay, sorry y'all. I'm just a little bit discombobulated. I thought I had all of this. Okay, why is it not going to the Atlantic for me? Okay, so hey y'all, I see y'all. I'm looking in the thing now. Hey Darcy Diamond. Yeah, he should be fired. Like this is your twice, twice. You know, a lot of people did believe him. I believe they said parts of them they were going to use Optimus to communicate so they don't have to go through Congress. The public wouldn't be aware of what they're doing. You know what? They probably are doing it. Also, I just read where this was Doge, I guess, came up with this. They want people to contact Social Security through the Twitter or X account and not their own, I guess, like website. And I'm like, y'all closing down Social Security offices and you want them to do certain things in person. And if they want to talk to somebody on the phone, they got to do Twitter. So now we got to have to help grandparents and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's just too much. It's too much. The thing is, some people did believe them. We believed them, but we told the people like, "Hey, don't vote for these people," and they did anyway. It's like, come on, we were warning you. So I'm definitely gonna keep looking at this to see what else comes out of this. But just to recap, um, these people were in the first Signal chat group. That was a month ago. And now we don't found out that Pete Hegseth was in a second group while he was still in the first one. It literally he put war plans on both of them. According to him, he didn't put a war plans, they were attack plans, and they happened after, I guess, what everything happened. I'm like, sir, you still not supposed to use it. And if you read the first article, it said these three told him, like, hey, stop using the Signal chat to share confidential information. And also stop using your personal phone. Use the government phone. And then all of a sudden, they ain't got no job. And then he been bringing his wife to a lot of events, y'all. She is not, she don't got the security. Do she got security clearance? Something ain't right. He's like he was taking home vacations and stuff. Now I do know JD Vance, he brings his wife to the stuff. But to be honest though, she the second lady of the United States. That's kind of her job. Pete wife ain't got to go with him everywhere unless Pete wife just don't trust him and she just feel like, yeah, I'm going with you. But still, just y'all just think y'all could just do whatever because it's Donald Trump. Okay, just like these three got fired. Pete, you can get fired too. Trump is all about himself, all about himself. So, but wait, Pete who lied in, hold on, what you say, Black Anonymous? See, this is the thing, Darcy Diamond, he has not been asked to come to Congress. Two congressmen in the Senate on the Senate Intelligence Committee, one was Republican and one was a Democrat. And I think the one that was a high ranking Republican, they said, we would need the inspector general to investigate this whole thing with the signal chat. One thing about old school Republicans, they all about the security and intelligence. You don't be messing with that. And the Senate, they confirmed these appointments and they confirmed these treaties. They are not playing when it comes to intelligence and foreign affairs. So they're like, hey, you gonna investigate. So that man is the acting inspector general, uh he has been investigating it. And I really do think they fired these three to cover for the Fed because they need a fall guy. But these three are not acting like the ones from the National Security Advisors agency who got fired, and they wasn't even one in the group chat. These three said, excuse me, y'all didn't even tell us what we were being investigated for. Y'all just came to my office and just told us to get our stuff and then escorted us out with security. So no. They had Tulsi Gabbard, that Kash Patel, and I think they had that Steve Wozniak guy, I think. Were the three, or was it the director? It might have been director of national. No, it was the director, I think, of the CIA. I think that they had, and they were asking about that group chat, and they weren't even the main ones talking and saying crazy stuff in there. The main ones was JD saying like, "I don't think the president really understands," and then the rest of it was Pete talking about the war plans. Like, dude, and this is what I don't understand. The Republicans demanded former Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin to come to Congress because they wanted to know, why did he not tell anybody that he was going to the hospital for a minor procedure? And why did he have to put someone else in charge while he was away? And I'm thinking to myself, that was between him and that doctor. He put someone else in charge while he went to the doctor. They asked them, he went up there, he told them what was going on. In a very civil manner. But what does Pete do? No, they don't even call Pete up to ask him about what he put in the signal chat. I didn't put attack plans. I didn't put war plans in a signal chat. And then the editor-in-chief of the Atlantic said, "Oh, you didn't?" Then you published the rest of the text messages. And all you saw in there was okay. Attack plan. War plan. What's the difference between war plans and attack plans? Really? I'm tired, y'all. Just tired. But I'll just definitely come back and give y'all an update. Oh, this is also another update. I need to do another video. Senator Van Hollen was finally able to see Kilmar Abrego Garcia. But I did notice that it was Senator Van Hollen's second day there, and it seemed they took Kilmar Abrego Garcia out of that jail. And then in the jail, they're all wearing like white Crocs and all that kind of stuff. But when he met him, it was like out at some type of restaurant, at like a patio area. Kilmar was in a nice shirt, jeans, and a baseball cap. And I'm thinking like, okay, he looked really good. That's not how his family saw him in the previous video. But him laying on the ground on his knees, his head shaved, his hands and stuff was put on his head, and he was ushered in and put on this white outfit. So I'm just like, oh, and then the president of El Salvador said, "Oh, look at them having margaritas." And so I just need to do a whole video. There, a lot of things I need to do. They weren't even drinking anything. This is the thing. when I saw the first time the picture I saw, it was water. So I was like, what is this? So I thought like the president of El Salvador was like joking. Oh no, the president of El Salvador got a whole nother I guess picture of them, and there's like extra glasses on the table. And I'm like, where them damn extra glasses come from? Because they wasn't in the other picture. They wasn't in there before. He said, "Oh, they look at them drinking margaritas." So Senator Van Hollen said that those were planted there, and I kind of want to believe them because guess what? Trump's going to show a picture of a picture supposed to be Abrego Garcia with his MS-13 tattoos, but the MS-13 look like it's Times New Roman font from like a keyboard or a typewriter. And I'm thinking, and then there's another picture I found of Abrego Garcia. His knuckles, it don't even have MS-13 on there. And I'm just thinking, like, y'all really trying to make it seem like this man is supposed to be over there. You know what? I noticed that too, and I was thinking that was probably like propaganda because it's like, oh, we don't want to show him because the reputation is that the El Salvador detention center is like the worst jail in the world. So you don't want to like go there and then everybody see that he's in the worst jail in the world. Oh, we'll just take him out and we'll put him in this nice outfit and everything like that. Yeah, they look there was some resort chilling. And then the White House is showing videos talking about it was like a headline that says Senator Van Hollen visits wrongly deported Maryland man. And then they struck some stuff out and said Senator Van Hollen visits MS-13 illegal alien in El Salvador. And I'm just thinking like, they're like, oh, New York Times, I fixed it for you. And I'm thinking like, and it was from like the official, I think, White House account. And I'm like, who is in charge of the White House account? Is Trump in charge of the White House account? Oh my goodness. I'm just like, it's like they're just ratchet. Oh, I found out something about Bukele today. They have term limits in El Salvador, and somehow he done got himself an extra term. I'm like, no wonder him and Trump get along. Yes, it's the worst globally, so they didn't want to show that. But when Christine Nome went down there, that's what they were showing. So it's just all a propaganda. Oh, y'all remember that video I showed y'all video I did last time about they got the mother of the lady who was killed by an illegal immigrant from El Salvador, and I said this is they're trying to use this to malign or look down on Kilmar Abrego Garcia. They're not the same person. Guess what? I gotta do another video. I don't know if I got time. Shout out to Tabitha Speaks Politics. She found an article where basically the children of Rachel Morin, the daughter who was killed by the illegal immigrant, her children are suing the grandmother, the one that got up there last week next to the press secretary, crying and carrying on. Want to know why Senator Van Hollen was over there in El Salvador trying to save Abrego Garcia. He wasn't a citizen. Why did he didn't talk about her daughter? Well, guess what? The grandchildren are suing the grandmother and the aunt because the grandmother and the aunt been out here fundraising, right? Supposedly, allegedly for the kids. And the kids was like, we ain't seen none of that money. And one of the kids, the daughter had like 5 kids, and the oldest one is 19. So I think she has been designated as the what do you call it? Is the conservator of her mama's estate. So she's like, we didn't get no money, we didn't get anything. So they're suing them out, they're suing grandma. And I'm thinking like, oh, look at her over here committing fraud, doing everything. I said she probably got paid for being up there last week in that press with the press secretary crying and carrying on. I'm like, Trump always got some shady folks around him. Always. So, but please check out the articles and links in my description, the ones I put in the chat as well. If I get some more information, I'm going to share it, either a video, I'm going to share it on my community wall. So, just letting you know, there was some more protests this past Saturday. 50 states, 50 capitals. So people are still protesting, but I just need some people to have some voter registration forms out at these places, because we need them people to vote. There's some elections coming up. I know here in Houston area, but a lot of them are like school board, which is just as important. School board, the colleges have their own board members as well. Houston is not having any, but I gotta double check because I think there's a couple of municipal districts, utility districts, and I gotta figure out which one is mine. That's coming up in May, but for us, it's November. But for the other people around us, it's coming up, and definitely probably be posting some stuff tomorrow. Um, I'll let y'all know once I get there what's going on. Okay. So, um, yeah, that's what they want to be. Yeah, that's what they want to be. Thank you so much, Darcy Diamond. I appreciate it. Please check out, thank you, Darcy Diamond. Thank you, Black Anonymous. Please check out Black Anonymous. She has her own YouTube channel. Um, um, yeah, she has her own YouTube channel, so please check it out. She deals with fraudsters, people in the Black community who are committing fraud. For her, mostly it's about Umar Johnson, who is a lot like Jack Reed, and I think also a lot like Trump, because they are very much all about themselves. I do think all three of them are narcissists. I did do a video where I said all three of them are narcissists. It's all about them. They want loyalty. They want people following them. And, oh, Jesus. Well, I gotta wake up a little bit extra early tomorrow. And I will talk to y'all later. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. Please check out the articles and the links in my description. Okay? All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Pete.